Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be going over the 5 best pets for gold. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so today we are going to be going over the 5 best pets for gold for the month of the PDSA fundraiser. The link is in the description down below if you wish to donate. Aside from all of that, we'll be going over different types of pets that are doing relatively well at this moment in time in the grand scheme of things. So without that further ado, let's jump into number 1, which is the Sprite Data Hatchling. Now this one is a world drop from specifically the zone Feralus, and that is within Kalimdor. What you'll be wanting to do is make your way over there, and just in the zone in general, you have a chance of getting the Sprite Data Hatchling. Now, the thing that I like to do with this is I either like to do 1 or 2 farms to actually try and get a hold of this battle pet, and that is either killing the Yetis, is either killing any of the Yetis or bears around the area, and that is due to the fact that I can use my skinner to get a hold of loads of leather until I actually get one of those battle pets, or failing that I actually go and take out the green whelplings, which actually has a chance of giving me another battle pet, which is the emerald whelpling, which then I have a chance of getting both, and that is very good gold in the grand scheme of things, and you can also use that for skinning. So I'd highly recommend the latter, because that one has a chance of giving you 2 battle pets and also a load of leather, which is relatively handy in the grand scheme of things. So other than that, this is definitely a farm that is very heavily RNG based. You will be farming there for a good minute in trying to get hold of these, but overall I found that you can usually get one of those pets in that particular farm within about an hour, depending on how many mobs you're actually killing in that hour. So anything like the Dark Moon Firewater to increase your skinning times is very helpful, or any characters that can actually move around quite well or do a mass AoE abilities, because the Emerald Whelplings are actually dotted around the area, so you will have to keep moving. So any character with a speed enhancement is very handy to actually get around, and then you can kill them, use Dark Moon Firewater, skin, and then you can loot obviously in the meantime. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much the first one that I wanted to talk about, because it's a relatively easy farm in order to do, and you can pull in some decent gold while you're at it. Aside from all of that, let's move into number 2, which is the JADEFIRE Spirit. Now the JADEFIRE Spirit is located within the Timeless Isles, is located within the cave system. The rare that you're actually going to be looking for is called the Spirit of JADEFIRE. That one only really shows up in that cave system, so what you'll be wanting to do is log in when you have the time. It's much like the Tome of the Lost Legion farm, where you want to log in randomly whenever you have a chance, see if it's up. If it's not up, then log back out. Failing that, you can actually get another battle pet within that cave system by killing all of the mobs within there, and that is called the Ominous Flame. You kind of seeing a trend here. You can get a couple of these battle pets for the first load of ones on this list, but aside from that, that's what I tend to do. I'll log in, see if the rare is up. If the rare is up, great, I'll take it out and then see if I actually get hold of the Spirit of JADEFIRE. If not, I will nuke the entire cave system and then see if I can get an Ominous Flame to go with that. That is to increase my gold, and it takes me all of about 5 minutes to log in and just double check it. So it's one of those farms that is pretty damn handy if you're just wanting to add it into a gold rotation for a day or so. Now, aside from all of that, let's move into number 3, which is the Servant of DEMIDOS. Now, the Servant of DEMIDOS is located within WoD, and that is specifically in the zone of Shadowmoon Valley. Now, of course, the waypoint is on the screen right now, or coordinates, and what you're going to be wanting to do is go to kind of the southern half of Shadowmoon Valley. The things of note for this particular mob is sometimes he's not up every single time you actually will log, because some people farm him as well, but the majority of the time I usually camp a character, just one character right there. I use him the same way as I would do the JADEFIRE Spirit farm, but just specifically that guy. His actually spawn location is in the same spot all the time, so that is very handy in the grand scheme of things, and has about a 10% chance of dropping the Servant of DEMIDOS, which is really handy. It's a good drop chance, and I'm quite happy with actually doing that. I camp one of my low alts that I don't have any intention of leveling or gearing up or anything like that. Just one of those characters that has just been sidebarred to all of my other characters that I use quite frequently, and then I will just take out DEMIDOS, see if I get it, and then I'll just log out for the day. Remember that this is not a continuous farm, this is a once per time per day, so it's much like the Tanan Rares or the Crush and Thrasher toys, which are in Nagrand and Tanan Jungle respectively. Now, aside from all of that, this is a great farm because the Servant of DEMIDOS can actually sell for a hefty amount of gold, and is, yeah, it's a pretty easy casual farm just for literally about a 2-minute log, and then you just log back out and go on with your day. So it's one of those things that you can add in overall. Now, aside from all of that, let's move into number 4, which is the Mechanical Dragonling, or more specific, the Mechanical Pandaren Dragonling. Now this one can be actually crafted, yes, and I mean crafted, from engineering. Now this crafted battle pet is really handy in the grand scheme of things because it's used in a lot of pet battles. So that means it's a very good seller because people will just outright buy it because it's just that good. Quite frankly, I've been getting into a bit of pet battles as well, and I found that the Mechanical Dragonling is used in a lot of pet battles, so I obviously put 2 and 2 together. There's obviously going to be a demand for it, so that makes it sense that the Pandaren Dragonling is actually going to be a good seller. Lo and behold, I was getting some very nice steady gold from these Mechanical Dragonling. So it's maybe something you want to add to your TSM crafting overall, and it's just one of those things that you will need engineering in order to craft, but once you actually have it, it's really easy in order to maintain and keep up to date with all of that right there. Well, the last farm on our list at number 5 is the SPINECLAW crab. This one's the most elusive of all of the battle pets on this list, and that is because you'll be wanting to go to the Timeless Isles in order to get a hold of it. You'll be wanting to run around the shoreline and taking out any of the crabs, big crabs, and what you'll be wanting to do is taking out a load of these crabs that are all along the shoreline. Anything else does not drop it, but the thing of note that you will be wanting to do is when you actually take out these crabs, you'll be looking for an instant spawn of a monstrous SPINECLAW. Now this has the chance of dropping the SPINECLAW crab, and it's no surprise that the RNG base of that monstrous SPINECLAW to actually appear after you've killed a load of these crabs is kind of low, so you'll be wanting to actually try and rotate in and out of all of that. Of course, this is something to bear in mind when you're actually doing this type of farm, because you're wanting the RNG to actually spawn that crab, then you've got the RNG to actually get that crab. Hence why this battle pet sells for a lot of gold, and it's something I would do casually due to the fact that you can clear the coastline in about 10 minutes if you're really just slugging behind. Other than that, you can just pretty much just wipe the entire area. But aside from all of that, it's a very good farm. I find it to be a very reliable one in the grand scheme of things when it comes towards casual daily gold, because you may not get it on like the 3rd day, but like if you do it consistently, you're definitely going to get this, and for the time that you invest into it, it doesn't take that long in order to do, and you do get some mats to go along with that. Aside from all of that, guys, that is pretty much everything I have to say for the 5 best pets for gold. And other than that, what do you think on all of these? Is there any of the battle pets that I actually missed? Please put them in the comment section down below, as I'd really like to see what you guys think. Other than that, have a lovely rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. If you want to support the channel and help make the channel even better, then why not check out the Patreon? Members get additional info, gold making resources, and Patreon specific content. The link is located in the description down below. Thank you and have an awesome day.